Libra. Okay, I'm going to try to do this, if I can do this correctly. Okay, this needs to be up higher. There we go. Okay. I think that works. So, I already started your reading. Okay, so we started off with the Two of Pentacles, and I've written all of these down because I don't yet have cards. So the Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something like a big thing that you're progressing with. For some of you, this could be where you are buying like a new car, or that you're doing something, making a major practical step in your life. That is a little bit like uncertain, like you're kind of on you might feel like you're just not on edge, but like you're just juggling the situation. You're like, I don't know if this is something. Well, you're still progressing with it, and now you're counting like what's left, basically to see like what you can do or what you can do to manage the situation. My words are very jumbled right now. Anyways, okay, yeah, so you're the Magician. Yeah, you're making something work. But it's very minor. It's very, like, it's a major experience. It's a major life event, but you're working with what you have. So you might feel like it's almost like you're like, well, I guess, or this could work. But you do have tools to your advantage. And you're pulling things out of it's almost like it is like you are pulling something out of thin air, or suddenly you've discovered like this new option or this new step that you're taking. Four of Swords in reverse, and it's making you like antsy, or it's making you just kind of like, oh, I don't know, this is uncomfortable, this is something new, but okay. I also could very clearly see you listening to someone while you're gathering information. Like you're listening, you're gathering information, you are quiet, and you're just like, in a conversation with another person, listening, and you're like, that's a really interesting way. Or you might discover something that you learn that's pretty interesting, or that is different, that you wouldn't have considered otherwise. Like something could take effect after you've tried something else, and then it starts to work. Three of Cups in reverse, but you don't feel like it's a unanimous decision that... Wait a second. Three of Cups in reverse. You might not feel very comfortable with the situation. Like you're not super cheerful about it. You're not like, oh yes. Maybe there's just a certain way that it's just uncomfortable for some reason. Like you might get agitated at the situation. I could see you getting agitated. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is about your items, or this has to do very much so with your items. your belongings. It could be like the things that you own, or it could be things that you're doing at work, like that you're handling. It's like you're getting agitated. You're like, okay, I understand that. Yes. And then you're like, but, you know, this is frustrating. Because it's something that is a long-standing, like, it's a long-standing process that would require patience. And you don't seem to feel like you have patience. Yeah, you feel like something's gonna just fall through. Like, not fall through, but you're, because the Three of Wands is in reverse, you feel like something's just thrown in the air and it's just like, oh, yep, that's the way. Like, and you're just like, no, I don't want to say yes like that. I don't want to have something be so chaotic, because it is important and it is secure and it is long standing. You're like, no, that's not the right way. That's not the right way. Nine of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. So you just feel out of sync, basically. Like, you feel like things are just fine and they're progressing forward, but you just feel out of sync with the whole situation, and you feel like it's kind of spiraling in a way where you're like, no, don't do that, or I don't want that there. Because it's agitating something, or it's just not like what you want, basically. Six of Swords in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you're leaving it aside. You're leaving this aside and you're continuing to work with what you have. And while you are working with what you have, you actually have something pretty important that you're progressing with. It's like when you're in the middle of something chaotic, but you're still doing well and you're still progressing. No matter how chaotic it's getting, you're somehow making it work. Which is really positive. Yeah. Let's see. Knight of Wands. You're going back and forth. You're frustrated. Some of you, this is about work. Some of you, this is about something else. But, like, you are just, like, going back and forth. You're like, this is my situation. And it's a very good situation. And you're doing really well. Or it seems to be going well, however it makes sense. But you are, and you're like, it's like you're like, well, that's not how I wanted it, but okay. But it's still okay. The Star in reverse. Yeah, it just might be one of those things where the timing is just not, it's reflecting in a different way, where the timing is, it's just part of the time frame, and that's just the way it is. There's something that's shining a light on other things that need to be readjusted and fixed in order to come to the correct progression, or to come to the correct decision. It's already decided, though. It's like you have two options and you don't really feel comfortable. You feel like something's wrong. You feel like something's wrong with it. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse. It seems like everyone is getting shaken up, or like it seems like everyone is getting like thrown off a little bit with what they're dealing with. This is the same thing. There seems to be something that's trying to show that it's necessary, because it's like when you go underneath something to look at it, you will find that it was necessary to go through the process before you went forward, as agitating as it seems. That's what I want to say. Seven of Pentacles. So this is taking time, and this is something that will continue to be a process. But the good news is that it is going to continue to build in a positive, like it's going to continue to grow where it's supposed to. There's just some work that needs to be done. There's something like underneath. Eight of Cups in reverse. So it'll be a process that you continue to revisit, and it's something that's manageable and that you will make happen, because the Magician is a very positive card that talks about the tools that you have to work with and the ability to manifest, and the Chariot, which is the progression forward. So it means that you're going to be moving forward with the situation. It just takes a little bit of time, and all of these other things in the middle. Like sometimes some people don't realize how much, okay, I'm going to re-say that. Many people do not realize how things take time. Even though the situation has agitation and frustration within it, it's still part of the process to go through this frustration, because it is a frustrating situation to be in. So with that said, that is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.